I'm just trying to remind you to think twice before you act. Just because you have support from the higher-ups doesn't mean you can run amok. With a solemn look, Dahlia added, Dustin, you must realize that your worth has to be backed by ability. Currying favors with powerful people can propel you to greater heights, but it won't last unless you can prove you're a person of high caliber. So don't think you're all high and mighty, consider this a lesson from me. Dustin snickered upon hearing this. How can you be sure that I'm currying favors with the powerful? Is that not the case? If it weren't for Ms. Harmon's reputation, would the Cobra have let you go so easily? Dahlia didn't hold back with her remark. Whatever you say. I know that, whatever I do, I'm nothing but a useless prick in your eyes, Dustin sneered as he shook his head. First impressions truly were tough to change. Even with the evidence in front of their eyes, some people would simply refuse to believe it. They preferred scouring for excuses in an attempt to consolidate their prejudices. Dustin, don't be disheartened. Keep your dignity and utilize your capabilities to carve out your own career and legacy instead of being a lazy bum who leeches off others, Dahlia urged in a deep voice. So what if I'm a bum? Catching easy fish is also a skill. It just means I work smart, Dustin shrugged. You. Dahlia was starting to get annoyed. She had put sincere effort into trying to talk sense into him, but her advice seemed to fall on deaf ears. Not to mention the fact that he did not appear ashamed of his behavior at all. It was apparent that there was no saving some people from their stubbornness. As the two went back and forth, a few patrol cars pulled up and blocked the intersection. The doors of the patrol cars swung open, and several uniformed police officers stepped out and approached them swiftly. We're looking for Dustin Rhys, said one of the police officers. That's me. Dustin responded, Is something wrong, officer? We just received a report that you've stolen some valuable objects. Please come with us, shouted the officer. Stolen? Officer, there must be a misunderstanding. Dustin declared, squinting his eyes. All right, may I ask what's inside this box? Panax root. Then that proves it. Come with us immediately for further investigation. The officer said little more as he handcuffed Dustin. Officer. What exactly is going on? Exclaimed Dahlia, as she rushed forward, the color drained from her face. Who are you? Asked the patrol officer. I'm his friend, she replied. Suspicious. You could be an accomplice. Take her away as well. In one swift movement, the officer clicked a pair of handcuffs around Dahlia's wrists. This incident left everyone at the scene stunned. Officer, this has nothing to do with her. It's all me, said Dustin with a frown. He's right. This is all Dustin's doing. It has nothing to do with my daughter. If you want to arrest him, then do that. My daughter has done nothing wrong. She's innocent, pleaded Florence. That's right, officer. My sister is innocent. She's a kind soul. James exclaimed, panicked. We'll find out if she's innocent once the investigation is over. Take her away, barked the police officer. With a single command from the squad leader, Dustin and Dahlia were escorted into the police cars. Wait. Matt stepped out from the crowd and began, I'm of the Laney family of Millsburg. Please cut us some slack and let. Any more nonsense, and you'll all be coming along, snapped the officer. His cold glare silenced Matt instantly. There was nothing anyone could do as they watched Dahlia leave with them. It's over. Goddamn good-for-nothing Dustin, getting my daughter in trouble, cried Florence as she stomped the ground in distress. I don't give a damn if he digs his own grave, but to drag Dahlia with him? What a bastard. James scowled with resentment. Now's not the time for this. Quick, we need to think of a way to save Miss Nicholson, said Lyra. You're right. We have to find a way. I know a friend who works at the police station. I'll give him a call at once. I know a relative who has connections with some police officers of higher ranks. I'll find out if he can offer us any help. Suddenly, the air was filled with the excited chattering of everyone in the group, gathering assistance from anyone they could think of.